There was a day that I finally decided to talk to somebody that I liked. And this happened. So my name is Aiden, and I've been able to build habits to talk to more people, talk to people I like, talk to one person I like too, and learn to ultimately take on the skills needed to be present and to speak clearly in a conversation and keep the conversation going and not be afraid to talk to somebody new. So this is what I did to succeed in all of it. Okay, so first point is to know yourself. So if you actually think about who you are and what other people perceive about you, what do other people think about you? How do they think about you? And what do they say about you behind your back when you're not looking? If they're saying bad things, unless they're truly just mean, a lot of times, the things that they say about you behind your back are actually the things that are going to be true about you. If you have people that are not gossiping about you, that aren't telling lies about you, the things people say about you to other people is your identity, your brand. This is why we see so many powerful personal brands, and this channel is a personal brand. It's because once you find your identity, once you know for a fact that who you are is who you're supposed to be. I'm Aiden, I'm a male, I'm here. I love making videos, and so that's my identity. And now I use that to build my personal brand. What I love, what I do, my eye color, my like genetics, it's everything. It's everything makes you exactly who you are supposed to be, right? And so when people talk about you, you are in different situations. If you're more comfortable at a certain place, like a coffee shop rather than a gym, work on talking to people more at the coffee shop before you talk to more people at the gym. It's just being able to manage that balance in your mind. That's a super simple step. And actually know just where you're going, where you want to head. So if you want to be a better communicator, if you want to push yourself to speak on a stage later on, I want to be able to present in front of thousands of people, and that's something I don't feel comfortable with at all. But small steps, small daily actions are going to get me there, and I know that. Meeting with you guys, when you book a call and I talk to you guys for free, give you so much value, help you with your habits, that's helping me in return to be able to talk to new people, to be uncomfortable and have to provide a lot of value when I am talking to you guys. You guys show up, and in return, I give you so much value. I have to. I have to show back up in return and meet you and show you how much value I can actually give you. This is really important, that you know the value of yourself, that you know where you are comfortable, and that you know what your strengths are. So find your common interests. If you are going to the gym and you're in the gym and you see another gym goer, right? There's another person at the gym. You guys can just connect in the sense that you're both going to the gym. So you can ask questions like, what are you hitting today? Or just something about the gym, because you guys both relate over the fact that you go to the gym. There's natural connections and there's natural places that you're gonna find those connections. So whatever you love, do that somewhere where you can get plugged in, where you can get to know other people through being there and finding those connections. And when you do all these things, it's like a confidence boost. You literally like reaffirm who you are when you successfully talk to someone. And even when you don't find success in talking to someone, maybe they kind of just stop talking really fast, or they kind of just seem like they don't want to talk to you right now, or they just completely turn you down. You can have a positive mindset still and tell yourself, I want you to tell yourself when you fail that you succeeded in going up to that person, in talking to another person. It's never a failure. You're always growing through just doing it over and over. So whether it's a success or failure, you're actually learning every single time. A lot of times, failing actually helps you learn way more than the success, because it shows you where you need to improve. And so, when I was a high schooler, when I entered into high school, I was so embarrassed, kind of had a hard time to be able to talk to people. And I kept building this skill. I kept going up to people, and some people thought that I was actually like pretty awkward, because I was always like jumping around, talking group to group when we do this youth group on the weekends, and I would talk to so many, basically every single high schooler, and I wouldn't and that's the part of confidence I do have. I don't care, I will talk to everybody, because I love everybody. I'm not gonna stop myself from talking to everybody in the room. And of course, I do value people who are leaders and who lead me, who are mentors in the room or whatever. I will talk to those people more, because I want more of their mindset than the other people around me. But I will talk kindly to everybody, right? And so I was going around the room, and I ended up kind of being perceived as this guy who is full of energy and has a lot of friends that are girls, and not that that's a bad thing, but I think I was really focusing on the emotional side of me, the feminine side of me. And I don't want to say that because that's such a raw and weird thing to say, because I feel like I'm so focused on masculinity. But I think it was a time of me really figuring out me taking on this emotional side. Can I relate better to the girls, meaning that I attract a girl, or do I need to be masculine, which I kept seeing all these guys constantly being rejected and hurt. And so I was trying to balance how I was feeling. I don't know how to really explain that. I hope you kind of understand what I'm saying. But I was trying to balance this this weird attitude around how other girls perceive me and how they should perceive me. And so then it's beginning of summer, and I am just at church, another day at church, and I have this friend, and she, her cousin came to visit, and so I'm outside the church, and I am in between this time. So I'm basically in between this time of taking on being more masculine and leaving behind my emotional, share with everybody, try to connect with everybody side. So I'm trying to connect to more of my core people now, and I'm starting to walk into okay, what does this actually mean? And also I'm okay if I don't have a relationship. It's completely okay, because I need to grow. I see where I need to grow. So I'm in this mindset, and I'm walking outside the church, and my girlfriend's cousin introduces her cousin, my girlfriend, to me, and I get super excited, and she gets super excited. There's a perfect connection. I've never experienced anything like that, and that's what is so special about this, is that within one weekend, we literally were in and I don't want to that sounds so cliche and so just, I don't know, maybe not helpful to this video, but what I do mean to say is that in that I started taking on exactly what I knew about myself that I had a strength in, and I used that. So my smile, I just smiled at her, and I was getting better at eye contact, so I was using eye contact. And I was listening to her. I was practicing listening to her. Whatever you want to get better at, and whatever you know you are good at, you can use with anybody. And when you do use those things, use your strengths, and use your abilities, and use the things that you want to get better at, then you find a relationship. You find a true connection. And it's almost been a year. And I'm so thankful for our relationship. I'm so thankful that it is here, that it is growing constantly, and that we are so close. It's because I was willing to step into being real with her, and she was growing into being real with me more, and was real with me, and then we just keep growing together in both of our own strengths. And so you will find a person, if you don't have them now, you will find a person that helps you grow, and that helps you become who you need to be. And so don't be focused on chasing that person, but be focused on surrounding yourself with people who do encourage the right actions and do encourage you to actually grow rather than shrink. So don't be focused on emotions as a guy. Be focused on how you can actually grow. Be focused on not just how you can connect to others. And it's not a really normal thing. I'm definitely really different than a lot of people. Everybody's different, but how I guess just how I acted was really different than other people, and how I still do act is really different. But think about where you want to grow, who you want to surround yourself with, and then also everything I said before, and focus on how you can relate to others, how you can start conversations with people that you like. That doesn't need to be your future spouse or whatever, but that also is just friends. Think about how to start the conversation, and just use what is around you. Use the tools that you already have. Ultimately, just use everything that you're already given, and you will succeed. If you would like to know the mindset that completely changed my life, the video is right here. I'll see you guys there.